Okay. So, getting into it, I am playing on 1.1.0. This is no longer the current version of Tears of the Kingdom. You obviously are not going to be able to get a lesser version than the current update, which I cannot remember the version number for that. Um, no, I have not completed the game 100% yet. I still have thousands more Koroks and hundreds of other things to do. Um, but I've just kind of been playing around, doing my own thing. Mostly just beating up on Lionels because, well, they're fun to kill. Um, so if you are able to play on 1.1.0, you can very easily duplicate by using Mineru. As soon as you have the Sage Mineru, you can just open up your inventory, jump, well, jump onto the back of Mineru first, open up your inventory, go in and hold on to whatever you want. Because I'm in a hot environment, this is not going to work out well for bombs. Um, and just grab whatever you want to. Press B and Y basically at the same time. Um, and they will drop in front of you. But you'll also have those items still in your inventory. So now I have 10 instead of 5. Um, You can do this with assortments of multiple different items. It just keeps on working. Um, but that's one of the things that I specifically did not go to the new update because of. Because I knew that I was going to need too many of these items for me to want to just not have a duplication glitch of some kind. Um, so there's that. I don't know if this works in 1.0.0, so I'm not sure if, deleting your save data and starting a new game with a cartridge without the update will make it so that this will work for you. However, uh, in not just the old, but also in the new, one of the glitches that you can do is to make food that has buffs on it that is normal things. So you have, of course, seared prime steak, but this one increases my maximum stamina. Um, I'll get into that in just a moment, but one of the reasons, one of the best reasons to never get rid of your current download um, with an update 1.1.0 or maybe before, still not sure about that. Um, you can duplicate Master Swords. Like, this is an insane glitch. So this is the message not found sword. This is the Master Sword that you can get with going back to the original beginning of the game and item duplicating into your save with a sword from your current save so that you can then drop the at that point Master Sword. Now that's kind of difficult to replicate, but I have had some measurable success by doing it in Issa Shrine, and there's like a whole setup for it. Um, but it's not the most difficult thing to do. I still don't know how to map zuggle, but if I find an appropriate wall. Hopefully this will work. So yeah, you have to be on like even ground. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna zuggle these top 4 Master Swords and this Master Sword. So what you do is you go in and you drop 6 shields. These do not have to be currently equipped. These do not have to be your best shields. These do not need to be any particular shield at all. Oh, no. This is not... Did I do it? No, I did not. Okay. Well, okay. Sure. I'll just go to the one place where I know that I absolutely for sure can do it, which is also in Issa Shrine. This is the place where I usually use to set up my zuggles anyway, so... Oh, well, that's an interesting pose for my sword sheath. Am I sure that I haven't zuggled? Yeah, okay, I didn't zuggle. Interesting. So yeah, I've already done one or two, I guess, live things about this. So I'm not really going to be trying to waste time by going through most of the process. So the setup is you don't have to be holding your weapon out. You can have it sheathed. I like to have it out because I just appreciate that a little bit more. Easiest spot to do it is right here on this block because you can see the lineup right here on this line. You want to be just ever so slightly past this line with the middle of your heel. So right here looks good. So I'm going to drop 6 again. Go over to my weapons. I'm going to drop the weapon that I want to have equipped extra in my hand. I'm going to equip a weapon that I don't care if it ends up being extra in my hand. Pause and unpause. And it failed right there. Okay. So we're going to try that again. Drop 6. Drop the weapon that you want to have extra in your hand. Equip the weapon you don't care about. Pause and, or unpause and then pause. Drop the weapon you don't care whether it's extra or not. Equip the next weapon you want to do this with. Unpause, pause. Now, you may have noticed there, I had an empty slot down here at the bottom when I did that just a moment ago. And there was another slot here that I just emptied out by dropping the Royal Broadsword. Now, this sword is currently in my hand with this sword. So, you go ahead and pick all these up, and you might be able to notice the tiny spike there at the very end of it. Well, I don't know about it being tiny, really. That is a silver Lionel horn and a silver Lionel mace horn fused more or less to the same weapon now. I don't know where my other shield went. Oh, it's just down the stairs a little ways. Okay, cool. Now, you get to the right spot, do it again. Now, I don't really want to have, for example, 6 different copies of the Silver Lionel Saberhorn Master Sword. So I'm going to be using each of these 5 Master Swords only once to zuggle. You can do it however you want to. You can get however many copies of whichever one sword you want equipped at the same time. It will start to lag out your game, and it will lag it out bad. So I suggest not doing it way over much too many times. So, anyway. Oh, it failed. Do I still have... Okay, I still have all of that. Alright, cool. Let's just go ahead and put this back on. So, when I put my sword away, I still have a sword in my hand. Now, that's very obviously zuggling. So, let's go ahead and I'll show you. This has lightning attribute from the Thunder Gleeok. And then I'm too far away from the wall. That looks like it's it. Now, the original weapon that you had equipped will remove itself from your inventory when you're doing this the first time. You will unpause and then pause again within, I think it's 2 or 3 frames. And at that point, you have an empty slot where that weapon was. Now you're going to drop the weapon you equipped after dropping the first weapon, and then you're going to equip another weapon. So in total, to zuggle, you have to have 3 weapons in your inventory if you're doing it like this. I know there's a map way to do it where you end up zuggling between 2 items instead, and I'm not good enough at the timing on that for me to be able to successfully do that. But anyway, after you have the 3rd weapon equipped, you unpause and pause again, and now the weapon you had in your hand and the secondary weapon both come right back into your inventory as the last 2 items. Then obviously you pick up your shields, and now you line yourself back up. Now, sometimes you won't even have to really line yourself back up too much, because most of that will already be done for you by the fact that you don't have to move too much. Yeah, okay, so that happens. Unequipping the weapon does, I think, make it automatically fail. So misclicking here, which it's not that big of a deal, but misclicking will end up screwing that up. I got it so quickly that it ended up not registering again, that they were in my inventory. I think that's only like the third time I've ever been quick enough for that. Alright, so now you may be wondering, why would we do this? What would be the reason? Well, now... did I screw it up? Huh, apparently I did screw it up. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to be here for another few minutes fixing that. Too close to the wall now. Okay, interesting. I already have the mace horn doing the zuggle, but I don't have anything else. Okay, whatever. Sometimes this glitch just gets confusing. Sometimes it's good, other times it's just, what did I do wrong? There it is. Okay, we're so close now. So now I should actually be able to show it off. So put the weapon away, pull the weapon out. Now that is a weapon. You see the fire, you see the ice, you see the lightning, you still see the saber horn, you still see the mace horn. So when I attack with this, you see, it does too much damage, if I'm being honest. Now, you can just, you know, destroy the world, more or less. Now, what happens if you add, you know, another 10 or 15 saber horns on top of the number you already have here? Way, 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 way too much damage. So the stone talus one shot. You can very easily one shot a stone talus with this. Silver Lionel. It's not a one tap, but it's pretty fast. Trying to think what else is King Gleok. You're hitting with all the different elements of damage. You want to do just a little bit more damage and use it as a straight sword? Cool. You want to use it as a mace? Now you get those nice, you know, crosshatch attacks. You want to attach this attack style to a spear so that it does all of that damage to one spot? Cool. You can do that. You want to use a two-handed weapon and do this? Cool. You are currently zuggling everything you need to be able to do that. Just make sure that you don't screw up any of your weapons that you wanted to keep around for a while. Now, let's get into throwing. Right? All my weapons are still attached to me, except for the one that I just threw. So now, I still do this. Now, you obviously can't throw the Master Sword, Sword of Legend, Message Not Found, but if you're at full hearts, you can do that. And it just keeps going. Because the Master Sword normally bases it off of how much health you have, except now you have 6 Master Swords in your possession, and all of them are increasing the range of that, and it does a lot of damage now. It's not amazing, but, you know, it does a really good amount of damage now. So, now on to, I guess, a test flight. Obviously, I only have 5 fused Master Swords and 1 Message Not Found currently equipped, but what you're going to be able to do with this... Am I going the right direction? No, I'm not. What? Why are you not instantly attacking me? Like, the fuck? Oh, draw a sword. That didn't work out well. Armor's gone. Mount. And... instantly murdered. That is... Redmane. Shit. I thought it was a better one than that. Oh, okay, so I am off to the west. I thought it was south. Whatever. There's the Coliseum that I'm going to. And I'm not doing this on foot. Also, you can use the same button trick with B and Y to glitch your Zone I devices so that they don't exit your inventory. So it says, excuse me, it says 84 is how many steering sticks I have in total. And I screwed that up. Take one out, press both buttons at once, and now I still have 84 steering sticks. You can do that with any number of Zone I devices. So, for example, the behemoth of a not exactly mechanoid tank, but the crowd obliterator that I have saved in my schematics is let's see how quickly I can do this. Three shots, done. Not even back strikes. And that is 2 attack up. That's not even 3. Wow. Okay. And as for food buff, because why not? I'll just use one of these. Well, actually, no. I'll speed up. Come here, bud. Don't you want to be my friend? Oh, I missed that. Four shots. Blue line on down. The timing. 4 hits. He's at half health. He's out of range for that. Six shots. And that is, again, only 6 instances of having the Master Sword equipped. Well, that's... I mean, would be concerning. Okay, so only 3 of those last ones hit, so that was, what, 9? And now, here we have the biggest, baddest of them all. I have too many arrows, it appears. 4 shots to break armor. 7 shots to kill. And you get a sweet armor shard out of it that you can fuse onto a shield if you want to, or, you know, pretty much whatever you want to do. These also, while you are farming, are pretty decent for getting ore nodes. So if you have a spare one-handed weapon that you would like to just start breaking stuff up with, It also increases the durability of the weapon itself by quite a sizable chunk. So, like, this Decayed Soldier Claymore, let's go ahead and use. So, now, obviously you have this, but, you know, I'm going to go back to my original setup, which is the maximum amount of damage I can do, basically. Let's see, what else? I don't really know that there's anything else I can show from the depths, but, let's see. Oh, well, that's another good place to start. So, of course, you see my cacophony of pinned locations down here, and then a few more that are over here. These are the places where you can find the Royal Guard's weapons. So, I'm not flying that far around in the depths, so I'll just go ahead and show it. Because, in this game, teleportation is king. So, obviously, you can see that my pins are different, probably, than they would be elsewise, but, oh, right, never drop from that menu after you have zuggled. Let's go ahead and drop this one. Never drop the item that is equipped to you, either. So, this is an attack up Royal Broadsword that has 32. This one has 32 as well. Cool, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop the one that I just got because I want those to refresh and be nothing but the Royal Guard weapons. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of do what you want here, but what you have to do to get a weapon to spawn on any of these soldiers here is to actually destroy a decayed version of the weapon, more likely in the overworld than anywhere else. And then you come down here, you run amok, and you'll find these little statues, and some of them will have one-handers, some of them will have two-handers. I marked the ones that had two-handers with the sword icon, the one-hander with the person icon, and the spears with the little gem icon, because I just felt like that was fitting. So, now here you see the Royal Guard Claymore. I've actually been looking for one of these. This one has long throw. If I find a better one on another one, I will just go ahead and swap out, but until then, I'm going to leave this one in my inventory because you can change that. It is sometimes a more difficult process, but usually you can do it actually pretty quickly. Also, if you don't have this schematic saved, who are you? Because this bike, I mean, if I'm being honest, it's not really the best, but I mean, it was the best at one point. Okay, Royal Guard sword. Let's see. There's 2 spears over here. Yeah, go ahead. See me. Notice me. But, Royal Guard weaponry is... What the fuck? What is that? Oh, this is... I pinned this wrong. Okay. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that for you. Yo, who the fuck? Oh, and always be prepared. I don't like getting electrocuted, so... Yeah, I don't know why I keep overswinging. I think I killed that guy about 5 times over with 1 shot. And if you feel like it, be a little cheeky. Knight halberd. Actually, no, that might be a sword soldier. Yeah, soldier spear. Still trash. Who the fuck? Did my zuggle undo itself? Apparently it did. Whatever. I'll show off something else now. So anyway, with zuggling you can do a lot of stuff, but apparently it sometimes just fails. Anyway, this is a silver Lionel blade stuck onto a Royal Guard claymore. The most amount of damage that you can do with a single strike, most especially with back strikes. Specifically with back strikes because the breaking point ability that is on the Royal Guard stuff. Now, Royal Guard Claymore has a breaking point, which means that when it is on its last hit or its last 3 hits, it gets an increase in damage. Last 3 hits is a 50% increase. Last hit is double. So, Silver Lionel Saberhorn for 55 now becomes 110. Royal Guard's Claymore with attack up 10, I believe is 59 damage. I could be wrong about that. Now increases to 118. That does amount to 220 something. I don't have the best enhancement on this, which is one of the reasons why I'm looking for a Royal Guards Claymore. Anyway, this does 200 damage, normal. And out of all the damage that could be getting done by this thing, wow. Oh, I mistimed that. Okay. Oh, really? I didn't know muddle bugs could affect them. Interesting. Okay, well, apparently it's not trying to charge at me, so might as well take my chance and, well, of course, as soon as I say that. Oh, well. I keep doing the mistiming thing. I don't know what's going on with me. Wrong weapon. This will break instantly. So, I don't know if my zuggle has gone away or not, because I have a weapon in my hand, but I have a weapon on my back too. So, yeah, I'm just gonna drop this and see if that maybe fixes it. I think I am still doing increased damage, I just don't know how to gauge that exactly. Let's see. Let's see if teleporting fixes that. Nope. Very odd. Now, Seared State does say, when you do the glitch that I'm going to be showing next, that it gives 15 extra hearts, and it only heals for 1.5, but it will produce a full recovery plus the extra hearts. So, I'm going to go ahead and show that off I guess now is a good time. So, over in Death Mountain area, you have Elden Canyon, the Bedrock Bistro. If you decide to take the walk up, you will come right up to the Bedrock Bistro almost immediately. You do have to go into, I believe it's this cave. Yeah, West Restaurant Cave, it makes sense. And eventually you come out with a rock roast, I think is what the item is. I could be wrong. But it's a fresh rock roast, and the guy's looking for him because he's not able to keep them in stock. And you come out, you give it to the man, and the man says, "Alright, well now I'm open for business." And there you have a side quest completed. Now, you come on down here, and after you complete the side quest, he will sell seared prime steak, seared gourmet steak, and roasted bird thigh. You want to leave this man almost entirely to his own device. To his own devices. He restocks the thing, everything's all good. And then there's this guy over here who wants aged flint or something. What you want to do is you want to take out a few of these so that you can experiment a little bit. And you will save so much on your resources. So let's see. I have max hearts. Wait, no. The only thing that I'm missing is bass. I can't even do that here. I think it was Car Bazaar, but I'm not sure. I think they sell roasted bass over here as well in Gerudo Town. But you have to find a vendor that sells grilled items. Something that is a roasted or seared item that you do not have yourself in your inventory. I remember that there was some way to get roasted bananas sold to you. I don't remember the way to do that, so I'm not going to bother with it right now. But eventually I will get into that. And my Master Sword is floating above my head. Interesting. But this one also sells the steak stuff. Yeah, so I guess it was Car Bazaar. Now, this is also a really nice place to do this because over here you have a cooking pot that you can use however often you want. So you start off, you make the item that you want to have the effect of. You know, she sells roasted bass over here. I do not have any roasted bass in my inventory. if these were cooked mushrooms, I'm pretty sure it would also work with that, but obviously it is Lizalfo's tail. So, sad. Anyway, point is, you come over, you make, let's say I want to make a mighty stew. Oh. Well, of course not. There's too many damn items. And then you hold on to the things you want to cook. You cook them. And now I have a mighty mushroom skewer. You come back over here, and I don't know if it has to do with the timing at all, or if it just, it's whenever, but this inventory slot right here, where it has the mighty mushroom skewer, do not sort your inventory. You select this, you eat it, you gain the buff. I don't know if you have to wait through the animation or not, actually. I don't think I ever have before. You close out, and you buy a roasted bass. You don't have to buy just one. You can take them all. It doesn't matter. Now, from there, you now have roasted bass that gives you attack up for the same amount of time as what your timer was going to give it for your mushroom skewer. Now, you can go into the Elden area in the depths and just spam out duplication of just any type of bass, which would be, of course, Hyrule bass, and you'll get that much of, well, technically hardy bass would work too, I guess, and maybe Staminoka. I think Staminoka also works. Anyway, and then while you're in the Elden Underground area in the depths, it will immediately roast for you all on its own. All you got to do at that point is pick it up and you're good to go. It will stack on top of the ones that you already have, and as long as you do not run this down to a quantity of 0, you will have that buff on roasted bass from then on. I have tried this many times with things that you cannot buy, roasted mushroom, the chickaloo nuts, anything and everything that you can roast will roast and go into your inventory in a stackable amount, but unless you purchase it from someone, you will not get the buff. Now, I am actually going to look up roasted banana Tears of the Kingdom. Where was this? Oh, it's just outside of the Ego base. Oh, interesting. Okay. New potential unlock. So, something else that I want to copy. Let's see, what effect could I copy? You know what? I'm not leaving this to chance. Okay. So I'm gonna hold one of these, 3 of those, and 1 of these. That still doesn't make any sense that that works, but you know, whatever. It doesn't give you a dubious food. And I'm not too cold. Weird. Well, I guess if that's the case, might as well look the part, right? Well, sort of. I did change the color palette. Yeah, before I take damage, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. Alright, so now, if I'm gonna duplicate this, it has to be the last thing in my inventory here, so go ahead and eat this. Jump out, talk to dude, and let's see if this works. Oh, because I'm suspect as fuck, because I'm wearing the Yiga stuff. Got it. Well, if that's the case, I might as well wear the cold armor. Because why not? And did it work? Hey, it does work. So that means that you now have all that much more inventory space for your meals to be able to use however you want. I'm probably going to stock up on hot, cold, and electric foods, because I mean, with item duplication still being in my version of the game, I'm not really that worried about it. It's just that some of these things are just complete hassles. Obviously, sunny foods are also going to be a part of my inventory, but you know, yeah. So now, if only there was somewhere else that you could buy. Wait, isn't there Korok in the Deku tree that sells you cooked food? I'm pretty sure I remember cooked mushroom and cooked nuts being available. roasted. Was it this guy? Nope. But just imagine if you can do this with like a baked apple or something. Like, that would be fantastic. Anyway, you have to be able to buy it from a vendor of some kind. You can't just pick it up and have it have the effect. So, you know, that doesn't work. At least not well. Let's see, I've showed off those few glitches. Oh, and of course, hearty foods also work with this, so, you know, go ham, have fun, have a steak sandwich with more steak, and then throw some bananas in there. There was something else that I am forgetting right now. Oh, and do not goof up like I did. Come to the Great Deku Tree before you get the Master Sword, because that was pain. The Light Dragon never actually drops back to a closer to the ground area unless you go to the Deku Tree first. What in the There's a place inside the Deku Tree? I think I have... Yeah, I have Blue Nightshade in mass. And I have Giant Bright Bloom seeds. Why does this feel like a trap? Okay. Excuse me? Am I not allowed to leave? I'm still hearing the correct amount of hum for me having a bunch of zuggle Master Swords. So I really don't know what's going on with the zuggling thing here. Like, I'm sure that if I drop what I'm currently equipped, it's going to just completely go insane. Yep, there they go. Okay. Well, whatever. Either way, you have, all the Master Swords that I had equipped and all of their fused equipment just laying there on the ground. Let's see. Let me go ahead and destroy this real quick, because these are kind of useful, and I don't remember having destroyed one before. I don't think there's a two-handed equivalent either. You have the sword, you have the spear, and that's pretty much it. Last hit. To the depths, and we should be able to find a Korok weapon, hopefully. Now, the easiest way to spot the places where these weapons will spawn in the ghost hands is mounds that look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and look for a few of those and then just go ahead and mark them. Now, of course, a more efficient way would probably be to look up on the Tears of the Kingdom object map for the entity known as minus field ghost. Maybe that's one. I don't know. Yeah, here's one. Now, you want to make sure that you go to every single one of these, and if they don't have an item worth keeping, go ahead and just remove the item from their hands. So, I'm going to go over to this one. If it has a Korok item, take it, keep it. If it doesn't have a Korok item, doesn't look like it does. Yeah, Soldier Broadsword. So, now, that's gone. course, make sure that you mark these so you know what was in their hands. Broadsword is a one-handed weapon, so use my one-handed weapon marker. At this point, I'm just keeping an eye out for more of them, not just including the ones that I have marked. Okay, Soldier Spear. Bye. There's a lot of post souls through here. This might actually become my post soul farming grounds. There's so many of them in the tops of these trees. I mean, they're only the ones that are worth like 5 souls, but you know, it's better than nothing. So I can ignore that one for now. Damn. I tried to catch it on the way. Let's see, that one was a claymore. And this one's another claymore. Mounting it in that direction. Hey, there's another one. Go ahead, notice me. There's so few places down here, though. Okay, time to circle up closer to the little, I guess it's a dungeon thing that's down here. Oh shit. We have great Deku trees, root system just completely obliterates half of this landscape. Dude's root system is freaking huge down here. But yeah, if you're, looking for a specific item, you can use the Tears of the Kingdom object map and search for either A, the item, or B, something that would hold the item or drop the item, and it'll pop up with where whatever creature spawns and where you can find the item itself. So, big shout out to the Zelda mods team for making such a wonderful piece, but it's, let's see. Yeah, I know there's gotta be more places down here than that, though. Okay. NPC minus field ghost. So there's one here. I felt like I went there. Has spears. There's another one down here for broadsword. Okay, I already got that one. There's two there and one over here. This one has Forest Dweller Spear on its table. Cool. Spear, spear. There's 3 claymores up there, 4 claymores, 5 claymores. Okay, so I'm just missing one of them up here, right there. So the only one that can hold a Forest Dweller sword, good lord, that makes that rare. Oh, wait, no. Outside of the area, you can apparently get them too. Okay. So, let's see. That, and over here on this, you can also get the sword. Okay, so sword there, spear there. Sword here. Spear here. Wow, that goes out for a while, doesn't it? Spear, not that. So over here at this one was another spear, and right here is another one-handed sword. This one is also another sword. This one is a claymore. And is it this? Yeah. That's another claymore. Yeah, that's... Oof. So many of these damn things, though. Alright, but anyway, that is